here and talk bad about my daughter or even my ex-wife, her mother. So right now, here we are. A lot of you apologize to me. And for those of you who did these videos out here with no facts, fuck you. I didn't know that there were so many perfect people. It's unreal. How many perfect people out here? Perfect families. You're perfect in school. You got a perfect body, a perfect mind. You're perfect people. You've never messed up. I never realized how many perfect people were out there. How fast you were all out here to judge me, man. It's truly amazing how fast you were to not look in the mirror before you didn't even get my side of the story. I must have been the only motherfucker that had a fucked up family. Cause all you perfect people, damn, there's a lot of you out there.
What up, dude? This your boy Peanut, the People's Nut, the practitioner of life, giving helpful advice, and we back with another one, man. This is gonna be a great episode, so make sure y'all stay tuned. But my man David Goggins, my inspiration, has been in the news cycle lately. But we're gonna cover this totally different than everybody else, because this is not a gossip channel. We're gonna take the lessons that we can learn from what happened to David Goggins and extrapolate those and make sure that we incorporate them in our lives. So let's get started.
But are you good at asking anything?
I don't know now. But no, seriously, dude. Yeah, I have to be.
Yeah, it's so different.
It's just life, man. We're all fucked up.
Just recently, right? On, I think it was TikTok, your daughter, or I think it was your daughter, comes out. And you're just getting back on after 10 months on, right? And we've had different conversations about family and stuff, but just recently, this week, and it kind of went viral, pieces of it, right? Fill me in, like, what is that when you see it? You see that from your side. What does it feel? What does it mean, like, from your side? So you, like, it's a welcome back to Instagram or social.
It's a definitely back to Instagram. All right, so to give you all context, I have to give you context first because y'all know what's going on. So it can't hurt me. I talk about my daughter. I don't talk a lot about her because guess what? She didn't ask to be where I am. So I ain't talk a lot about her. She came out on, she's done a couple things, one on Facebook a few years ago. She did something on Reddit. And she just did something here about a week ago on TikTok. You all can get your phone. Her name is Jade M. Goggins. You may not have any context about it, but go to Jade M. Goggins and look it up. Basically, what she does is she calls me an absent father. She's never seen me before, doesn't know who I am, type of shit. That's how it makes it look, which is a fucking lie. She did something in 2018 on Facebook saying I was a deadbeat dad. She did something on Reddit with more deadbeat dad shit. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to explain this if you guys even want to hear it, but you asked me a question. So I'm going to try my best to put it in as much context as I can. Me and her mom got divorced when she was about 1 year old. Her mom thought I was her soulmate. Her mom cannot stand me, period, doc.
My guy, David Goggins, the man that preaches stay hard, is now being called a deadbeat father by his daughter and his mother. Now, whether that's true or not, the real story is bigger than that. But what we are watching is a live demonstration of how masculinity is attacked, not with fists, but with narrative.
About her dad.
Okay.
How she never called him dad. She always referred to him as David. As a young girl,
What?
he was David to her. I called him dad more than she did. Whenever I'd ask her to come visit me, she would say, only if David is not going to be there.
Ooh.
That hurt me.
That's conditioning from the
That
mama.
hurt David.
Ooh.
I would beg her to try to have a relationship with her dad, and she said no. Now you all know, and it's no secret, that David's dad
Was an animal.
A piece of shit. He's dead now.
Yeah.
But he beat us. He beat David to the point where I couldn't send him to school on certain days. But I made him, after I left, I made him go see his dad. Because that's what mothers are supposed to do.
And you too, if you want to stand and be strong like David Goggins and be unshakable, you must learn these 3 stoic lessons that this controversy is screaming at us. Lesson 1, control what's in, not what others say. I repeat, control what's in, not what others say.
To the source. You better go to my ex-wife. You better go somewhere. You better start Googling. You better start researching something. Because I have receipts. You guys went out here talking all this bullshit, running your mouth. You better go find some receipts. Because a lot of you out here, especially on TikTok, made a lot of videos. Defaming me. And it's called defamation without receipts. You want to call me a deadbeat dad? A person who's changing people's lives? And then I get tons of emails from people that changed their lives, wondering what's going on. Are you a deadbeat dad? What's going on here? None of you had any context. Zero context. But I'm asking you right now, please, text my ex-wife. You better text, email. You better do something to get some receipts. Because I got receipts. So if you're going to call me a deadbeat dad, please do some research, find some receipts, put it out there. I'd like to see it. Because there is no proof out there in this shit. Because I was not one.
A quote from Marcus Aurelius. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the things itself, but from your estimation of it. When people attack your reputation, your first instinct is to fight back, explain, argue, clear your name, but here's the stoic truth. You don't control what other people say with their mouth. You just can't. And David Goggins showed that so well because he never said anything up until this point when he was asked a question and he wanted to present facts.
I couldn't stand my mom for making me see my dad. So when my daughter just kept saying, I don't want to see anymore, I don't want to see anymore, I don't want to see anymore, roger that.
And they said, how do you feel about being called a deadbeat dad? It's a very painful thing. It's a thing that I didn't want to address because once again, I have to talk about my daughter, talk about my ex-wife, and I'm not going to really address it now.
David Goggins is being painted with a brush that strikes at every man's deepest core, his fatherhood, his manhood. Whether it's accurate or not, the stoic man asks himself, does this narrative define me or does my character define me?
She pretty much made my daughter hate me. I was in her life until she was about 15, and I will try to explain what happened. And I don't like talking without proof. So let me back up for a second. As far as the deadbeat dad thing goes, all that shit started, obviously, when people do that, they want to hurt you. There's been videos out there about me being a deadbeat dad. People who don't like me, we're very excited to see we got something on the superhero David Goggins. He's not a good father. I wish I could sit up here right now and tell you all, because this is what I like to do. I like to come up here right now and own it. I like to own the fucked up shit in my life. It makes it easier. I come up here, I tell you all as a deadbeat dad, I didn't see my daughter, I'm a piece of shit. What y'all gonna say then? Nothing. Exactly. So, I can't say that to you all because it's bullshit. I've never one time attacked my daughter. I've never one time attacked my ex-wife. I've seen this stuff for years. People have made videos on me. That's my daughter. No matter how the fuck she doesn't like me, that is my fucking daughter.
Now, this is a great masculine lesson, especially in the age of social media and everybody oversharing. Do not build your peace on the approval of people who do not know you. Control the controllables. Let your actions, not your clips, be your legacy.
Boy, a lot of you had zero fucking facts, and you came at me fucking hard, man. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Talking about all that deadbeat dad shit, absent dad shit. Unbelievable, man. You guys had zero facts. None whatsoever. You heard one side of the story and took it and ran. You know what? So what's funny, man, is I got people, let me see if I can find this real quick. I'll find it real quick here. Navy SEAL David Goggins exposed as deadbeat dad. Look at this. This is one of so many things. There's people out here on TikTok. Yeah, you out there on TikTok, man, you saw something that my daughter put up, and you took that, you were looking, a lot of you are looking for a reason to hate. And that's a sad thing, man. No facts, hearing one side of the story. And you know why I didn't say anything? I didn't say anything for years. This has been happening to me. This whole deadbeat dad thing has been happening to me for years. And I never said anything. You know why? Because no matter how much my daughter and her mother do not like me, it is still my daughter and my child's mother. So I took the high road and took the high road. It didn't get a lot of views and whatnot, but this one right here got a lot of views. And a lot of you came out here making your videos. And then what happened was I went to a speaking gig. And with all of this out here about David Goggins being a deadbeat dad, I got asked a question. So I'm the kind of person that attacks things head on. So I attacked it head on. I didn't want to answer the question. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. I'm all about talking about myself. I'll tell you whatever you want to know about me. I have nothing to hide. And honestly, it would have been a lot easier if I was a deadbeat dad.
But here's where it gets deeper. Men and women fight differently. Jordan Peterson tried to paint this out. So many people tried to paint this out because we live in this age of where they keep saying men and women are equal and everything like that.
And there are female patterns. And the male pattern tends to tilt towards physical violence, which is partly why almost everyone who's in prison is male, because we really put the clamps down on physical violence.
Right.
But the female antisocial pattern, which is well established, by the way, in the clinical literature, is reputation savaging, gossip mongering, and exclusion. And it scales online.
Oh, wait, say that again?
Reputation savaging.
So this is what chicks do as opposed to us.
You bet.
You're so right.
Yeah.
When men are like, I'll, and women are like, I'll make you.
Right.
We all know women show aggression totally different than men. So the ones that don't see this or understand this, you will totally be blindsided by female nature because you didn't take heed to it. Women weaponize narratives and reputation. Men's historical aggression was physical, wars, battles, endurance. Women's aggression, on the other hand, has always been social, alliance, storytelling, and reputation. Just now in the recent years, because you do see a lot more women putting their hands on men, because they honestly already know that most men are trained never to hit a woman. But that's here nor there. Most of the time, their aggression is going to be storytelling, reputation, or character destruction. That's why when men refuse to reply, the attack is rarely physical. It's always going to be reputational, career destroying, name tarnishing, or credibility gets poisoned. That's how women fight. That's how they show their aggression. Here's the clever part. Women don't need to enforce this themselves. They recruit weak men to do it for them. Men who are seeking validation from the female coalition. If I find the episode, I'll post it. But it was an episode on survival where it was like men versus women. And then, you had the alpha dudes and the regular women. And these alpha dudes were crushing it. And the women did not like that. So they cozied up to the weaker men on the men's side and got those men to vote the alpha males off, to only then turn around and vote the weak man off too. The women voted the weak man off too. But if I find that episode, I'll show you. But that's a perfect example of how these women do not have to enforce this stuff on a stronger man, a mentally stronger man, because they will recruit the weak men that are seeking validation, the so-called white knights, the male feminists, all these other men. They'll get them to do it for them, to enforce other men to comply to their demands. The second Stoic lesson here is that you should expect it. Don't be shocked when they use words to weaponize it. Build yourself up to withstand that battlefield, not just the physical. I'm going to be honest, and this is the harsh truth. Your reputation is public property, but your character, that's private property. And most men confuse the two. So don't be too concerned about what other people are saying about you. Just make sure that you know who you are and what you say about yourself. And if we're going to be honest, reputations are fragile, especially in this age of cancel culture. You see it all day online. But just recently, Brandon Jamal, the single mom theme song pioneer, just got kicked off of TikTok for going back and forth with a infamous man hater, Jua Fellow. Because, again, reputation is fragile. One rumor, one story, one accusation, and the mob will turn on you. Especially, again, in this day in cancel culture.
But something that's very funny is a lot of you that make videos on me out here, being a deadbeat dad and all this other shit, you guys had no information. You guys came out here, and then when I answered that question and that video went up, guess what happened? A lot of you made these videos trying to apologize to me. The damage is done. You guys came out here to defame my name. I have changed a lot of people's lives. God gave me the ability to change a lot of people's lives through my suffering, through what I went through, which is why I'm so vulnerable, which is why I don't have secrets. I'll tell you anything you need to know about me. But once again, I wasn't going to come out here and talk bad about my daughter or even my ex-wife, her mother. So
I understand.
Right now, here we are. A lot of you apologize to me. And for those of you who did these videos out here with no facts, fuck you. And for those of you out here who did the apology videos, because then you heard my side of the story.
Fuck you too.
And I came with receipts, and I got a lot of receipts. When you know people are trying to take you down and discredit you, like some people are, you literally take a picture of every text, of every email, of everything, because you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to discredit who you are, try to take away your character.
But reality is unbreakable. The Stoics call this your inner chamber. Inner chamber. It's your fortress inside of yourself that can't be touched by gossip, lies, or public perception. That's why you see the strongest men in society or over the course of history have never chased every insult. They knew reputation comes and go, but your character, that's eternal. But here's a question for you. When they weaponize a story against you, do you panic or do you fold? Or do you stand tall like a stone, knowing that your actions will outlive their words? Only you can answer that. So let's recap these 3 lessons that this controversy with David Goggins is screaming at us, especially as men. Lesson 1, control yourself, not the mouth of others. Lesson 2, understand that narratives are the battlefield. Lesson 3, build such an inner understanding or inner notice of yourself that no reputation storm can touch you. Because to all my young dons out here that's listening to you, life won't just test you with punches. It will test you with whispers. And those whispers cut deep if you let them in. And if you want to stay hard like David Goggins preach, you need more than just physical grit. You need mental grit. And he says that also. Now here's my challenge to you, so make sure you comment down below. When the last time someone weaponized a story against you, did you respond or did you stand tall? Make sure you comment down below, man. Until next time, this is your boy Peanut, the People's Nut. Peace.